So thank you very much, Alan, for taking your time. So today we have watched your movie. So I would like to have some comments or message from you. So first, I would like to know, why did you decide to create the film of Taro-san? You are Belgium and Taro-san is a Japanese. What motivated you to take a film of Taro-san?
I made several movies about the nuclear industry, about the worker airport. Then I went to Chernobyl to see the consequence of a nuclear accident. And I just finished that movie when Fukushima power plant exploded. And I had the intention to stop working in the nuclear industry with my movies. It was very heavy. But a Japanese friend asked me to do a movie about Fukushima. So I went several times to Fukushima to make a movie. And somebody told me, you have to meet a guy, a certain Taro Yamamoto, because I think he's interesting. So I met him for 2 hours in Tokyo. But I didn't put him in my movie because the movie was about 3 families. One decided to leave Minamisoma, one decided to stay in Minamisoma, and one family hesitated to leave Minamisoma because of the radiation. So I didn't put Taro in the movie. But a few months later, somebody told me, have you heard about Taro Yamamoto? I said, no, what? He gave a letter to the emperor. It's really amazing thing. I said, oh my God, this guy is somebody. He dared to do something. So I began to have information about him and also about Japan. And I realized that Japan was in a very particular situation, speaking about to have an army again, weapons, etc., etc. And I realized also that the history of Japan was repeating what was happening with the grandfather of Abe-san. Abe was repeating what the same kind of law his grandfather has done, etc. So I said, oh my God, that's so interesting. And that's why I came back in Japan and decided to do the movie with Taro.
Oh, I see. Thank you very much. So the film was created for like the stage is in Japan, but does it mean that it's for Japanese people or for the people in the world?
I was hoping that the movie would be a big success here, of course, because what was happening in Japan is also happening in Europe. You know, democracy is everywhere in danger, and inequalities between the people, it's everywhere in the world. So I was hoping that what I discover in Japan will speak to the people in Europe. But in fact, people didn't believe what my movie was saying. They thought that Japan was such a great democracy, and they didn't want to accept that people like Taro has a lot of critics about his own country, and that many things must change in order to have a better life and more justice in the society. So, but I am very happy that the movie is screened in Japan. For me, that was the most important.
Thank you very much. And the film was completed in 2018, and right now it's 2022. So 4 years have passed since the film was launched. So there are many things happen in Japan and also in the world. What do you see is the difference in the situation when you filmed and right now?
Things are going worse and worse, but we knew it. We knew it already. I'm worrying about the world situation for many years. I have 4 kids. I'm grandfather, so I really worry for the kids in general, for the next generation. And in 2018, Taro and me, for example, we were concerned by the nuclear energy, which is a danger. We were concerned by inequalities, etc., but also already by climate change and all the ecological issues. Of course, with the pandemic and with the war in Ukraine, things are even worse. And I think we are really entering a completely new situation. I think we're going to live a kind of end of civilization. And I'm speaking about that with my kids because I don't want to hide the situation to them. It's very difficult to decide what should I say to my kids. And many friends of mine say to their kids, "Oh, don't worry, there will be solutions." And I think that's not right to do like this, because then you let the kids dream and hope that there will be some magical trick to save the world. I think we have to accept that the civilization is collapsing. And by accepting it, we can try to live this period with a very human, in a very human way, not like beast, and to try to appreciate everything and to appreciate links between people.
Yes. So in Japan, Taro-san has, when you filmed in 2018, Taro-san was the only member in his group. Right now, he has 5 members right now in their parliament. So where do you find the hope, if you find the hope in this crisis? Or not only in Japan, but in the world?
I'm very pleased to know that the movement of Taro is growing. And the day he will be prime minister, I will come again to shoot the second part of my movie. And he will be one day. I'm quite convinced. And, you know, courage is to fight when you know that the situation is hopeless. And that's what Taro is doing. When he was almost alone, he was fighting if like he gonna change the world. And I think that's the right attitude. It's not because the world is collapsing that we have to stop to fight. If we stop to fight, we are not human anymore. So Taro is showing that. And I'm very pleased to know that his group is growing, of course.
So we are expecting our Miss Karen Yoda after this film. She's a gender minority and fighting for the human rights for those minorities. So what is your thought on the minorities in Europe or in the world, whichever?
If we don't respect minorities, it means there is no democracy. So that's why to fight for any kind of minorities is absolutely necessary. Look in Russia for the moment. You cannot be homosexual. You have a lot of trouble. In some countries, you have problems just because you are black or because you're in Afghanistan, because you are a woman, like in Afghanistan. So it's very important to respect minorities. If in a family you don't respect the one who is different, or if you don't respect the smallest, or it means there is no family.
Exactly. So the final question. So would you please give audience today in Sapporo and in Fukushima a message from you to the audience in Sapporo and in Fukushima today?
I never been in Hokkaido, and I've been in Okinawa in the south, and I dream so much to visit Hokkaido because many people told me that it's a beautiful country and good food. The only problem is that I try to not travel too much anymore, because I really think that when we travel, it must be very, very, very important, because I don't want to spoil oil anymore. But I love so much to come back to Japan, a country that I love very, very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.